Hey you guys, it's Daniel from Filmora, and we're here at Vidcon 2018. Let's go talk to Jordan about his gaming channel. Hey, so what's your name?
Jordan.
Jordan, nice to meet you. I'm Daniel. So I hear that you're a YouTuber.
I am, yes.
How long ago did you start YouTube, and what's your channel about?
I started YouTube about a decade ago or so. I've been involved in the scene a long time, but as far as creating content, for about 5 years I've been making gaming-related scripted videos.
Oh yeah.
So I just recently hit only 1,000 subscribers, but that was a big mark for me. And I also do live streams on the side, and that's growing very well.
Okay. So gaming for 5 years, that's a really long time. Has the content that you've created during that time evolved? With the changes that came with YouTube?
It has actually. Back in the day, having annotations on videos was really great.
Yeah.
But now they have end slates and they have all these things. In fact, I created a gaming guide that used annotations where you could click and you could go from video to video to video to navigate. Now that's not necessary anymore. But back in the day, that was a lot of time that I had to have in my post-production schedule that I don't need to do anymore.
What kind of changes has YouTube brought that actually makes it even better for gaming and gamers?
Well, they have their live streaming service, but they're trying to compete with Twitch, and I'm interested to see how they can do better. So it's exciting to see that they launched an official way for gamers to live stream, which is a big thing for gaming channels. So it's still early, but I'm excited for that. But also as far as gamers go in general, having end slates and going from video to video is great for Let's Players, because then they don't have to spend, like I said, as much time editing when they can just upload it, have an end slate, click here, go to the next video. It saves time so we can make more content.
Now, if you're live streaming things, is it much more difficult to script?
Live streaming, because you have to throw any script out the window. You just have to, be entertaining like a Let's Player would do, where people, scream at the camera, they have energy and all stuff. But you have to find who you are. What's your persona? What's your character? And for a lot of streamers today, it's less about the persona and more just about hanging out. But you have to always be on. So if you have 0 people in your room when you're first starting out, you actually have to keep talking even though no one's there. You never know when someone's going to enter.
Right.
So you have to be on. So it's completely different from scripted content.
Right. Now, there's a lot of gamers out there. How do you make your content unique, and how do you be different? How do you stand out?
When it comes to the YouTube side of things, that's where the scripted content comes into play, where everyone else, just plays games and they do audio over it. For me, it's like, all right, what new thing can I do that will make me stand out? While other people, I do top 10s, I think, well, what can I do related to this video game franchise? Can I analyze something related to the series? Can I have a viewpoint on something that people wouldn't think about? And it's about finding those different creative angles and then putting it together, and that is difficult, finding something original in a sea that's already been just filled with content. And as live streams go, that's very difficult, because what separates you from the other guy? Well, one is being on, and then 2 is your community. When you have someone in there and you engage with them, you want to bring them back maybe to like a forum or a server where people can all hang out and talk. When you're no longer live, you can still connect with your audience. YouTube doesn't allow that. So that's why having an app like Discord is important, because you can bring people to your server and you can stay connected with people even when you're making videos or in between your streams. And that connectivity is super important. That's what all this is about. It's about community. So you got to find a way to connect offline too.
Why do you make, gaming videos and putting them online?
Well, as a person who grew up with games my entire life, my mom got them into me when she was pregnant with me. She needed something to do, so she started gaming, got me into it, and so from there it's completely influenced my life. And so, to me, taking something that I'm passionate about and turning it into something that people can enjoy was fascinating to me. So I tried it, so much so that when I was creating content, we actually had someone who sent me an email saying that he was in a hospital and what was getting through his experience was watching my videos.
Oh, yeah.
I actually got a legit like fan letter saying how great it was that he had something to watch, and that gave me a huge boost of self-confidence that what I was creating was not only worthwhile to me, but someone out there actually found such happiness in it.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to react. I didn't know I could do that for someone. And so that's why I keep doing what I do. Because there may be people out there who don't write to me or don't say something, but I know that they're there.
That's great, yeah. Do you find with gaming, you're less, how do I say this? Like, you know, other channels, other kinds of genres for YouTube, the older you get, you might start losing the younger audience, right? But with gaming, is it like, no matter how old you get, like it's, if you're, you know, talking about the game you're playing in an interesting way, like it's just ageless.
Yeah, it really is. Like, because I've seen some YouTubers, it's kind of like with sports, where the older you get, eventually you have to retire. But yeah, with gaming, it doesn't have that effect because, yeah, there's a huge younger audience and they will keep watching you as long as you stay relevant to being just funny in the moment, like shock and awe and those types of moments. But you still, as you get older, you'll also gain all of the people who are your age too. Because gaming is something that's all ages. So by having someone that's more mature, you don't have to worry about capturing the younger audience because the older you get, you want to find people who are on your similar age. Gamers, the average gamer is in their 30s. So, and we're only getting older now. So gaming is like a classic, timeless thing that reaches across all ages, no matter what you do.
So now, you know, people who are, you know, they don't have many years of gaming, they might be nervous to, you know, start a YouTube channel about gaming. Like, is it something to be nervous about? Like, are you at a disadvantage if you're just getting into gaming?
No, not at all, because if you are, let's say, new to gaming, like in your personal life, like in general, there's a certain magic that you can only capture once, and that's when someone does something for the first time. So by watching someone play something and going through maybe what the rest of us have already done before, that's actually really cool to watch because you only get to capture that magic once in your life when you're first brand new and fresh. And there's an actual entertainment factor of seeing someone go through what you went through when you were younger. That's almost like a nostalgic feeling. And you get to see them do it as an adult or whatever age they are. And it's, in fact, there's a whole genre dedicated towards gamers who play games for the first time, actually. And they're known as blind playthroughs because they're going in blind. They have never played it before. And that's actually my favorite genre, is to watch someone, whether they're new to gaming or they've done gaming and they play a classic game for the first time because maybe they missed it growing up, and watching someone go through while we know what they're supposed to. It's like watching someone ride a bike for the first time and they keep falling down and you're like, don't worry, you'll get it. But it brings you back that nostalgic feeling. Like, oh, I know what to do, but don't tell them. And so that's a whole genre, actually.
Wow, I didn't even know about this genre.
It's blind playthroughs.
Blind playthroughs.
It's my favorite.
I'll check it out. Now at VidCon, you know, there's a lot of YouTube creators coming here. What do you think is the biggest value that VidCon gives to gamers such as yourself?
It's funny because the gaming side of YouTube is one of their biggest, but almost completely unrepresented at VidCon. It's a complete reversal. For years, gamers have been trying to get a bigger presence at VidCon because even the #1 YouTuber, PewDiePie, he had gaming roots. That's what got him all the way to where he is. And then you have other big names like Markiplier and the Yogscast, but they're not here. And there's a reason for that. It's because we are severely underrepresented on that scale because the other genres, they pay out better. They pay out more. So I believe from a business point, it makes sense to promote like the beauty people, you know, the people who make vlogs. Because with gaming, it's so saturated that the amount of money you make per 1,000 views is so much lower compared to if you were to start making a cooking channel or if you were to start doing beauty vlogs. They pay out so much more.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
why you see so much Instagram presence. That's why you see so much of all these other apps that are here. And it's a shame, but us as gamers, we have our own communities, and we're actually doing very well. So even though we're not as represented here, it's not really a problem either, because we are doing such a good job of self-curation.
Yeah, well, hopefully Vidcon will bring more like exposure to gaming, and
I hope they do. I really do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they have stuff that's here, but if they don't do it, I won't be too upset, just because we already have such a good footing in our own communities.
Well, it was great meeting you.
Hey, it was great.
And I learned quite a lot from you.
Hey,
about
if you have any
gaming
questions, now you know how to look me up.
All right.